Hey guys, this is your boy Ansioso7 here, coming at you guys with another collection video. This time we're going to be doing 3DS games. Yeah, we're going to be doing 3DS games today. And I've got a lot of them, so I'm going to just cut straight to the chase. But before we get to the games, I first of all want to talk about my experiences with the system because I think it's very important that you know. So this right here is my original 3DS XL. This is the one I got for Christmas of 2012. I really wanted a handheld system because I was very just interested, and the 3DS was brand new, and the 3DS XL looks really cool, really big, and really cool. It also has a Super Mario 3D Land case on it. It's just a case though, so you can take it off, um, and then it's just a normal blue 3DS. Very pretty color, I will say. But this right here is my original 3DS XL. I love this thing so much. This thing got me through so many car trips as a kid. And I pretty much played this thing for such a long time. It's so much fun to play, and it plays really well. I love it a lot. Ooh, get this back in. I love this thing. Unfortunately, over time, though, and the thing is, well, it does work well, like the software itself works. Unfortunately, the circle pad started to wear out. Specifically in the sense that it started, I don't know what necessarily happened. I think I just broke it or something like that. But the circle pad just really stopped working very well. Basically to the point where I can't really, when I would press up, the character would not go up. Or he would go up on his own. It was just really bad. I ended up fixing it one time, after, like, I think in 2016 it was doing this, and I was able to fix it then. But then last year this started happening again, and then I finally decided to just give it some temptation. I finally purchased a 2DS. This is the only system that I know of, aside from the GBA, that I have two variants of, because the 3DS has a lot of variations. Because there was like the original 3DS, well, of course, and the 3DS XL, and the 2DS, and like the new 3DS, the new 3DS XL, and the new 2DS XL. And the 2DS. So I got this last year for $80. It came with New Super Mario Brothers 2 included, but it doesn't really matter because I already have it. I had it since I had my original 3DS, so it didn't really matter much. And I basically moved over to this thing. And let me tell you right now, I'm very mixed on this thing. It is a really cool system. It's basically a slice of bread, if you want to be honest. But I really don't like the playing factor of it. Like, I don't know. It's just the fact that, like, there isn't a clamshell design like the DS, so it's not really a DS at all. And there's also the fact that I feel like the buttons are way too high up. I feel like if the buttons were more around down here, I think then I'd have a better. And like the L and R buttons are up here. They could have put them. Why couldn't they just put them like right here? Then I wouldn't have had any problem with this thing. It is 2D, so it doesn't play games in 3D, but that didn't really matter much to me. It's just the playing control just isn't nearly as good as that of the original 3DS, or pretty much any model besides the 2DS. I know some people might say that the 2DS is more comfortable, but not me. I don't know. It might just be me. I don't know. But there's a lot to love about this thing, and it's very good. Everything works on the 2DS. The screen is a little bit smaller, but it definitely works very well. The circle pad works the way it should. I'm treating it with much more care than I did with my original 3DS. But that is pretty much all I have to say on that. And pretty much I'll probably get more variations over time depending on how many more of these circle pads break, but I don't know. So this is before we get to the games, this is my original 3DS with like the Super Mario 3D Land case, and then this is the 2D, and I got the 3DS XL in 2012, and then I got the 2DS in 2019. I think July of 2019 as well, when I decided to finally just pay $80 for it. Alrighty, with that out of the way, we're gonna get straight into the games because, wow, there are a lot of games that I have. Now, some of these games are digitally downloaded on my 2DS, so I may have to look down because I have most of my games are boxed, but some of them are digital. I believe 5 are digital. Yep. Wait, no. Yeah, 5 are digital. Or no, 4 digital. Okay. So, with that being said, let's start. So the first game we've got is Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. We may as well start off with Animal Crossing. So, here's the thing about Animal Crossing. So many people love to bash on Amiibo Festival. This ain't not the same year as Amiibo Festival. Lots of people love to bash that game, and rightfully so. But nobody ever really talks about this game. I don't know. And it basically is like a happy home designer sort of thing. Basically, it's kind of like you get to design villagers' homes and stuff like that. You basically work with that. You basically use like the touch screen to drag furniture around and basically make it the best home possible. It's definitely a really cool game, but it definitely isn't that in depth. It was alright. I did get this actually boxed, but I don't have the box for it unfortunately because this one came with the NFC reader that I never used. Um, but yeah. But anyways, Happy Home Designer. Not really much to say about it. It's just kind of a toy. That's all I can really say about that. Now, a game I can actually have a lot more to say stuff about. Animal. No, you can see it because of how bright it is. This might work. Animal Crossing New Leaf. This is my favorite Animal Crossing of all time. Here's the thing. New Horizons is great. It's a great game. I'm going to be playing that a lot more than this. But the thing is, New Leaf is such a good game to me. I don't know. There's just something about New Leaf that I just love so gosh darn much. I think it's like the music, and it was also my first Animal Crossing title as well that I played. So I got a lot of memories from this thing. I played it with my cousins even, which was crazy. It's just such a well-developed game. I really like it. I already made a review of the game, so if you want to hear a lot more in-depth stuff, well, that's that. There's a review. Next game on our list is, oh boy, Chibi Robo Ziplash. Well, I would throw this game in the toilet, but I'm not about to do that because that'd be a waste of $40, but yeah, Chibi Robo Ziplash, ugh, I didn't play a lot. I only played it the first day I got it, and then I got stuck, and I didn't really care much about it. I beat the first world, but then I just got stuck in the second world, and I just stopped caring. I don't know, Chibi Robo Ziplash, it's a very bland platformer. Like, from what I've heard, it's a pretty bland platformer. Definitely not a normal Chibi Robo game, I will tell you that. And this is from the era when, and this is like late 2015, so this is when Nintendo really was not really caring that much about how the quality of their games and decided to just do this. I don't know, but in the end, she broke Ziplash. It blows. I'll leave it at that. Next game we've got is Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. This is the 3DS version of Donkey Kong Country Returns, which I don't actually have a part of my Wii collection because, get this, I sold the game around, like, I used to have Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii, but I ended up selling, so I could get money for Smash Brothers for 3DS, which we'll get to later in this video. I ended up selling, like, Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii and Rayman Origins together at a GameStop. Yep. To be honest though, losing Donkey Kong Country Returns wasn't the worst thing because I already had the 3DS version, and many people say the 3DS version is superior. The graphics aren't nearly as good, but you do have much better controls, and the whole game is on here. And Donkey Kong Country Returns is such a good game in the first place. It's a really fun platformer game, very similar to Tropical Freeze. It's made by Retro Studios. Really fun platformer game. If you haven't played this game, what are you doing? Play this game. Please play it. Yeah, really fun game. It was my first Donkey Kong Country game, and really liked the game. I'd love to see it get its way on the Switch, or just see a new game on the Switch. We already have Tropical Freeze, but I'd still want to see an original Donkey Kong game. Alrighty. Next we've got, oh boy, Hyrule Warriors Legends. I bought, okay, do you guys remember when that January 2018 mini Nintendo Direct came out and they revealed Hyrule Warriors was coming to the Switch? I bought this game the weekend before it was announced for the Switch, so I barely played much of this. And look at that, I even bought it from GameStop for $34.99. Pretty much paid full price for this almost full price for this thing. Okay, full price for 3DS games. But I don't know. It's Hyrule Warriors. It's definitely from what I remember, it wasn't bad at all. It definitely works on the 3DS, but I mean, there's no reason to do that when Hyrule Warriors on the Switch is a thing. And Hyrule Warriors is a fine enough game. I don't really play a lot of it. I don't play it that much, but it's definitely a good game. I can tell. It's just not necessarily my preferred playstyle. But I don't know. Maybe someday I'll crack it in my Switch and play it again. And Legends is fine for its time, though. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say on that one. Next, we've got Kid Icarus Uprising. Now, I do have the box for this game, but I'm not going to go get it because I'm too lazy to get it right now. But Kid Icarus Uprising. I believe this is actually the most recent 3DS game. Yeah, this is the most recent 3DS game I got. I picked this up at MGC 2019. I want to be Kid Icarus Uprising someday. This is such a good game. I love. I would, and it's such a unique game. But one thing I do want to see is getting this game on the Switch. It's so good, but it's a game I haven't really ever beaten. I think I gotten only like partway through the game. I think I beat like the first. I think I got to like chapter 10 and then I stopped. But this is such a good game. Please pick this game up if you can. It's such a good game. It has a really cool, interesting story. Really funny character dialogue. Usually breaking the fourth wall, which is just so charming. Good voice acting. And well, the gameplay definitely isn't the best due to its controls, considering it's divided into two parts. Basically, a flying section where you're like flying around and you use the touch screen to drag a cursor around and use the. Well, I'll actually show it. Essentially, you would use this to fly around the screen, and you would use the R button, or I think the L button as well, to fire stuff. And you would use the touch screen to like drag your cursor around on the top screen and to direct your aim. It works, but it's definitely not the most ideal thing ever. But regardless, Kid Icarus Uprising is an amazing game that I really want on the Switch. Such a good game. Yeah. Someday I'll beat it. Mark my words, I will beat it someday. Next game on our list is Kirby Triple Deluxe. I love this game. I really love this game. It's a really good Kirby game. It's one of my favorites. I don't know. And we'll get into the next entry in the late in after this one, but Kirby Triple Deluxe, such a fun platform. It has great music, looks really nice. It has some good level design, and it has a great amount of content. Definitely a lot more than Star Allies. But this is such a good game. This is such a fun game. I've had a lot of enjoyment with this game. Kirby games are just so much fun to play. So, yeah, Kirby Triple Deluxe, really fun game. But is it as good as Kirby Planet Robobot? Because many people will say that this is the superior game. And rightfully so. Kirby's Planet Robobot has much better minigames, has a much better story, and has a unique concept, and it even has unique gameplay where you get in this Robobot armor. I didn't play a lot of this one. This is going to be a very controversial opinion. I don't necessarily like the new Robobot mechanic in the game. I like the idea of it, but I don't like how it controls. I feel like it just controls kind of weirdly. It doesn't feel like Kirby, so yeah, I only played through the first 3 worlds of this game. I just didn't like the Robobot gameplay much, and that is definitely just a personal thing. It's a good game, trust me. It's just that it wasn't really made for me. I think it's just not the most Kirby to me. But still, a really solid title. Definitely give it a look-see. If you ever can. Next, we've got... oh wow, a game I haven't even played. Lego Jurassic World. Haven't even played this one. In fact, I don't think... okay, the seal was broken, but haven't even played this game. Moving on. Next, we got another game specifically on the 3DS. And this is the most... and this is this... okay. Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS. The original game remade for the 3DS. I usually say demake for the 3DS because, oh boy, I have a lot to say about this. Honestly, it's not terrible. It's a faithful remake of Luigi's Mansion, of course, but the controls are not nearly as good as the GameCube one, and the game just doesn't look that good on the 3DS anyways. And to be fair, it's a 3DS, so it looks alright, but I really don't know. I wish the game looked a lot better. And I know a lot of people have said this before, and it's a very common opinion. They should have remade Luigi's Mansion for the Switch. Even with Luigi's Mansion 3 on the Switch, they should have still remade the original game for the Switch because it would have worked way better than putting it on here. And I know why Nintendo did it partially. I know they had that whole thing with the original Luigi's Mansion originally having like a 3D display sort of thing. It was gonna use like a 3D add-on that would have made games 3D. Never came out, and they wanted to try it out. But seriously, why did they come out with this thing so late? And once Luigi's Mansion 3 was revealed, I barely cared about this game. I did buy it on launch day, but I wasn't really planning on it. I just got it because I was like, I may as well figure it out. So that's pretty much that. But Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS, if you do want to play the original game and don't really want to spend a lot of money on getting a GameCube and stuff like that, give it a go. I'm not gonna say that Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS is bad at all. Just compared to the original, the controls aren't nearly as good, and the game just doesn't look nearly as good. It does have a lot more content. I will give it that. It does have like a boss rush and achievements, and a proper hidden mansion, which are really good. But who cares when the original game exists, and you can just get that thing on a ROM. So Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS, very if I say so myself. Good game though, but it definitely isn't the best thing ever. But we'll wash that out with some Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. This is a good game. I know a lot of people love to bash Dark Moon. I know so many people do, and it angers me more than anything. Look, I understand Dark Moon was a very divisive game in the Luigi's Mansion series. It changed a lot of things around. It had a more cartoony style as opposed to the more pseudo-realistic style of the original game. It also was mission structured, which definitely is a downside because it gets rid of exploration. It also had multiple mansions, and it removed portrait ghosts, which was one of the things that made the original game so good. But even with all of that out of the way, I still love Dark Moon. I think it just comes down to gameplay, controls, and level design being superb, and the game's still looking amazing for the 3DS regardless. Dark Moon is a great game. I don't have to say much about this game. I already made a review about this game. I love it a lot. It was my first Luigi's Mansion game. I love it. I love it. And I know people don't like it, and I know there's people who don't like it, but still, it is such a good game. Please, it's a good game. Next, we have Mario Golf World Tour. I remember, actually, I don't have a lot of memories with this game. I've only played it a few times. I got this game for Easter, I think in 2015, by the Easter Bunny, and it's fine enough. It's a golfing game with Mario characters. Not really much to say about it. I definitely would love to see a Mario Golf game on the Switch. True me on that. But, I don't know, there isn't really much to say on this one. It's fun. It's fine enough. If you like golf with Mario characters, you'll probably enjoy it. And that's all I can really say on that one. Next, we've got Mario Kart 7. Possibly my second favorite Mario Kart. Just because of the fact that the controls are perfect, and the game is pleasant to look at, and the game has some good music, and it's just so much fun. It's so good. I know a lot of people don't really say a lot about 7, and to be fair, Mario Kart 7 isn't really that special of a game. It is kind of, I mean, it's kind of more of Mario Kart Wii for the 3DS, but who cares? It's fun, it looks amazing, it has great tracks, so, yeah. Mario Kart 7, really good game. Not much to say on this one. Definitely like Mario Kart 8 more, and it's definitely not that unique, but it's still a fun and solid Mario Kart game. Next, we got probably, I think, my third most played 3DS game, Mario and Luigi Dream Team. This is a really, really solid game. This is my first Mario and Luigi game, and it's such a fun game. It has great visuals, and the story's alright. The gameplay is really fun. I love the music. I don't know. I love this game a lot. I would really recommend it. I know some people like to say how like the latter Paper Mario game, not Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi games. Well, I guess it applies to Paper Mario as well, but we're talking about this right now. I know a lot of people say that the Mario and Luigi series has gone down over time, like throughout the games. Like after Bowser's Inside Story, they just keep going down and down. And while Dream Team isn't nearly, I would say that, like in terms of how the game is, I haven't played a lot of Bowser's Inside Story, but I can definitely tell that Dream Team isn't as good as Bowser's Inside Story. But it's still a good game regardless. Give it a shot. It's a really fun game. And next we've got the other Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi. Oh my goodness, I keep mixing them up. Especially considering this one has the Paper Mario characters in the Mario and Luigi series as well. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. I did not play a lot of this game. I played like I think a few hours of it, and it's a good game. It has it has great visuals, it has good gameplay, and I don't know. It's definitely not nearly as good as Dream Team. I like the idea of a crossover between like the Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario series, but the fact that they crossed over with Paper Mario Sticker Star, which wasn't that interesting to begin with, I don't know. And the game is pretty bland, but it's still a fun game. If you like Mario and Luigi, you'll probably enjoy it. But not much to say about this one. It's a good enough game. It's definitely not the best Mario and Luigi ever. It's definitely the weakest, but fun game. That's all I can really say about that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Next we got Mario Party Star Rush. I haven't played this game, so we're gonna just move past that one. Based on what I've heard though, I've heard it's just pretty mediocre. So we're not gonna talk about that one because I haven't played it. Next we've got a game I mentioned before and showed before, New Super Mario Bros. 2. Hard to really comment a lot on this game. New Super Mario Bros. 2 is a good game, but it's sort of bland. Like, there is the fact of the coin mechanic, and there is that, but the game isn't that original. It doesn't do a lot with coins. All it does is just give you a lot of lives. And the game and I don't even think the game has one single piece of new music at all. I don't think it even does. The game looks very New Super Mario Brothers. It's New Super Mario Brothers, so there's that, but it's a fun game, and I did 100%, aside from the fact of getting 1 million coins. I think it was it. I never got the 1 million coins, but I don't know. Fun game, but it's a good game. It has well designed levels, but it is bland as all hell. Oh boy. Next we've got. Alright. Next we got Nintendogs plus Cats. Now I do believe that this is actually a launch title for the 3DS, and I haven't played a lot of this game at all. Mainly because of the fact that the game really didn't work very well. Because this game you kind of adopt dogs and cats, and you kind of like teach them tricks, and you basically like play with them, and you can talk to them through the 3DS microphone. But the thing is, when I got this game, the microphone on my 3DS really wasn't picking up what I was saying, and I ended up. And there's like a tutorial thing at the beginning of the game where you had to talk to your dog. It didn't work, and it was just not fun. And even when I did eventually get it to work, it's just I lost my interest very quickly. So yeah, there's not really a lot to say about this game. It's definitely good. I don't have the original Nintendogs. Maybe that one works a little better. I don't know why it wouldn't, but I don't know. It's a good game, but it's definitely I mean, it was a 3DS launch title, so it's a very B tier kind of game. It's all right, but that's all I can really say on that. Maybe someday I'll pick it up again, but that is beyond my knowledge. Oh boy. Okay, next we've got some TV show tied-in games. First one is Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. This is not the same as the version that was released on the Wii U and Xbox 360. This is actually a different version. It's actually a 2D platformer as opposed to a 3D platformer. But Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures, it's based off the TV show. I don't think the TV show is as bad. Like, so many people say it's bad. And to be fair, there are a lot of problems with the show, but I don't think it was inherently bad. It was just a little mediocre. But the game itself, the 2D platformer, it's a pretty short game. It's only like seven stages long. So it's definitely not that long of a game, but it's fine enough. There's not too much to say about it. Movie tie-in game, so there's that symptom that comes with that. But we also have its sequel, Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures 2. This one actually, I don't know for sure, but this one is a 3D platformer, and I do believe it actually is the 3D platformer that it was like that was on like Wii U and 360. But and it's fun. It's definitely I definitely will say that I didn't play as much of this one as opposed to the original. But I don't know. I still I like both of them. They're both fun enough games. Maybe eventually I'll beat both of them. Probably not, but I don't know. Fun game though. But if you want something that isn't nearly that much fun and a lot more controversial, Paper Mario Sticker Star. Oh boy, the controversy. And get this, this is the Paper Mario game I got the furthest in. I got very close to beating the game, but I just never did. Maybe I will someday, but I don't want to be known as the person who only beat Paper Mario Sticker Star out of the entire Paper Mario series. And please, do not get it twisted. This game is not that great. Like, it's an alright game, but it's a bad Paper Mario game. And even though I was able to get some enjoyment out of this game, it is nothing compared to, like, the original Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and, like, Super Paper Mario at all. It's alright, but it's definitely not a good Paper Mario game. Very bland, just not the best gameplay. That's all I'll say about that one. Next we've got oh boy, a torn up case. I don't know why we came like this. Um, Pinball Hall of Fame Williams Collection, just a collection of pinball games. It includes Pinbot, Black Knight, Space Shuttle, Gorgar, Funhouse, Taxi, and Whirlwind. And they probably have a few other games in here, but I don't know. I didn't play a lot of it. It has a tattered box, which is a little weird, but I don't know. It's fine enough. If you want some pinball games on the 3DS, this is probably up your alley. So give this a shot if you want. Next we've got Snoopy's Grand Adventure. I didn't really play the 3DS version that much. I played the Xbox One version of the game, but I didn't play much of the 3DS version. It's a fine enough 2D platformer. Looks really nice. It has some pleasant music, and yeah, this game really reminds me of Kirby's Epic Yarn. Like, just the sense that it's like like a pretty much a collectathon, and it's just a pleasant game to play. It is a movie tie-in game with like the Peanuts movie, but it's a fun game. I played the Xbox One version. I would recommend the console versions of the game, but fun game. Not much else to say on it. It's a good game. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely a little bland, but I don't know. The Peanuts movie just looks so nice, and for somebody who loves Peanuts, I don't know. It's really good. Next, we've got Sonic Generations. Really good Sonic game. This is again similar like Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. This is actually a 2D platformer as opposed to 3D platformer, which it was like on like 360 and PlayStation 3. And I played a little bit of this game. I didn't play a lot of it. It's definitely a good game. Didn't really play a lot of it. Fun Sonic game though, I will say that. Next we got, well, many would say the savior of the 3DS, Super Mario 3D Land. I don't talk about this game a lot. I love Super Mario 3D Land. It's such a fun game. There's really not a lot I have to say about this game. It's just a fun game overall. Has some great level design. It looks really nice. Actually gave the 3D an actual reason to exist. It really showed the 3D. It used the 3DS's capabilities very well. Pretty much the best out of any 3DS game. And it's just a really fun 3DS game. I mean, everybody owns 3D Land when it comes to the 3DS. Like, if you have one, you have 3D Land. Fun game. Moving on. Next game we've got is, and this isn't in order, but just realized that Star Fox 64 3D. I hadn't played a lot of this. This is the only Star Fox game I own. Well, I mean, I have the original Star Fox, But this is the only one I really have a game of. In Star Fox 64 3D, it's a fine game. It's definitely a good recreation of like the N64 game, but I don't know. It's all right. It's a good game. Not much to say on that. Let me make sure I. Okay. Need to make sure that I do this in alphabetical order because I already screwed it up. But yeah, Star Fox 64 3D, fun game. Next we got, oh boy, Super Mario Maker for the 3DS. I remember when this game was revealed in March of 2016 in that like Nintendo Direct, and I was like so excited. I was like, oh my god, Mario Maker on the 3DS! I can play Mario Maker wherever I want. That's gonna be awesome. But when I got it for Christmas of 2016, I then realized that I really shouldn't have wished for stuff like that. And it's not to say that's bad at all, but it is just not that enjoyable. The game doesn't look good at all on the 3DS, especially in like New Super Mario Brothers U form. Um, and it also you can't even share levels online. And like the screen crunch of the 3DS just really makes it unpleasant to make levels. And the fact that it's on the 3DS just isn't fun to play as opposed to like playing like levels on the Wii U gamepad. It just works better there. So yeah, Mario Maker on the 3DS, it's pretty irrelevant now since we have a much better way to play Mario Maker on the go. That being Mario Maker 2 on the Switch. So I don't know. It's an alright game, but it's definitely the inferior version of Mario Maker. Next we've got oh boy, I think this is another 3DS launch title. Uh, Super Monkey Ball 3D. The most bland Monkey Ball game out of them all. I barely played a lot of this game. This game has such bland. It's so eh. It's like Steppenwolf, but way worse. I don't know. This game just doesn't have much interesting stuff about it. It's Monkey Ball, but it's so bland. It's so boring. Not much to say about this game. Sure, but it's alright, but it's a very C-tiered Monkey Ball game. Definitely the lowest point of the Monkey Ball series, I'd say. But, hey, let's talk about something that's good. That being Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. They got Smash Bros. To work really well on the 3DS. And I like it a lot. I don't really know. Mario Maker on the 3DS was just pretty eh. Hyrule Warriors was eh. But Smash Bros. On the 3DS actually was quite good. And I don't know, and this is the Smash Brothers that I started off with that really got me back into Smash Brothers. Like, I had Brawl beforehand, but this is the one that I really, like, that got me into Smash Brothers fully. And it's such a fun game. They made it work on the 3DS, and, like, it's just such a fun game. Really cool game. Not much to say. Very good game. Definitely a very impressive game for the 3DS. And it looks good, and it plays well. That's pretty much that. Next, we've got Tamagotchi Life. Very cool game. Haven't really played a lot of this game. It's basically where you have like a bunch of Mii's and stuff like that. Really fun game. Hopefully they bring this game to the Nintendo Switch someday. Maybe, I don't know. But really fun game. It's another one of those life simulator games like Animal Crossing. Very unique though, and it's very fun. I just hope they could put this game on the Switch someday. But, who knows. But still, Tamagotchi Life, really fun game. Next, we've got The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. This is 1999. I actually believe that it actually... Ooh. Oh, wow, I actually have the receipt. Okay, I can actually state the exact day I got this game. Apparently, I got this game on... March 30th, 2016 at approximately 10:48 in the morning at a GameStop too. So I haven't played a lot of this game. I don't know. It's definitely it looks a lot better than like the original Ocarina of Time. But I don't know. I got stuck very early on. I haven't played a lot of it. Maybe I'll pop it in someday, but that's unlikely. It's Ocarina of Time, so it's a good game. I just haven't really played a lot of it. But there's another Zelda game on the 3DS that I played a lot more of, and that being The Legend of Zelda. Okay, finish that up. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. This is a great Zelda game. And this is the only way I played Majora's Mask. I love Majora's Mask. It's a really cool game. I definitely played a lot more Majora's Mask compared to Ocarina of Time. Really fun game. Really cool, dark sort of ideas. Maybe someday I'll beat it. Probably not, though. I'm not that far into the game, but I've definitely played a lot more than that of Ocarina of Time 3D. But really fun game. Really solid game. And that's all of the 3DS games I have digitally. But we do have 2 more 3DS games we have to get through. So we'll get through those very briefly. Well, we got another movie tie-in game, Wreck-It Ralph. Very 2D platformer. I think there's only there's 3 worlds and 3 stages each. I don't know. You switch between Ralph and Felix. It's kind of an act game. Actually, apparently they still have this whole thing in here. I still have this thing where it says look inside specially marked Nesquik packages for an exclusive code to unlock special invincibility in your Wreck-It Ralph video game with this chocolate milk sort of stuff. Say 50% cents when you buy one. And the expiration date is March 31st, 2013. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. This thing expired 7 years ago. But I don't know. I don't think I ever really bothered too much though. But Wreck-It Ralph, it's an alright game. It's a movie time game, so there's not really much to say. I've heard that the DS version is very similar, so yeah. Wreck-It Ralph, it's alright. It's a movie time game, so what do you expect? But let's talk about something that I don't like that much, and I've expressed before. Yoshi's New Island. Oh my goodness. This game is just, I don't know. It's bad because when I first beat this game in 2014, even then I was underwhelmed with the game. So that should show you something. This game is so underwhelming. The music's just, for the most part. The game just doesn't look the best, and the level design just isn't as good as that of Yoshi's Island. I still love the original Yoshi's Island on the SNES the most out of all the Yoshi games. I love that one the most. And Yoshi's New Island was the first Yoshi game I played. But man, they really could have made this game much better. It's only 6 worlds long. It's a game. It's fine enough, but it's a very bland game. And unfortunately, that's the last 3DS game I have to cover, which is kind of sad we have to end it on a bad note. But the 3DS is such a good system. So, that is my 3DS collection. I'm sorry it was a long video, but I got a lot of 3DS games. So, that's pretty much wraps it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you're brand new. And I will do more collection videos in the future, so just, yeah. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care.